Hello. Thank you for bearing with me on a surprise Monday stream. Those of you who were here at the end of last time, which is probably most of you early birds now, except for the Europeans like you, Octopus, who will have probably been in bed. Oh my god, the stream is echoing. Make it stop. Oh, thank god. There's nothing worse than the sound of my own voice. Hey, yuck, 5 months! Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, we need to be started. But I'll shout it out again when we do properly start. But holy moly, dude, 5 months. We are now over halfway towards a YouTube baby. Is that a terrible joke? Should I even say jokes like that? I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it. Surely that doesn't offend anybody. Either way, hey, welcome in. Yes. It's great to see all the early birds. Again, thanks for bearing with me. I'm like 5 minutes later than I wanted to be. Which is probably 10 minutes earlier than I ought to be. How about it? And the YouTube subscriber alerts are still showing up. They are off. They are literally off. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, super grateful. Super grateful that you're subscribing. But it does kind of take away from, yep, no, it just can't turn that off. Just cannot turn that off. Oh well. I'm not going to fight with that today. Fighting with enough things this morning. Jeepers. Okay, let's get the show on the road. The reason why I decided to do this was because I just thought, you know, this mod is really cool and I want to see how it plays out. And we're about halfway through the game, so hopefully we'll be able to get through this half. Hello, Mr. Jumbo. You're Australian or... Thorax. Oh, Thorax. Anyway, modern era, be kind on the Swedes. We mean no harm. Have fun. Brilliant. Alright, with that in mind, we should probably get started. And actually, to be fair, started right on time. Maybe even 2 minutes early, if you can believe that. 2 minutes early or 30 minutes late. The choice is yours. Either way, I just need to open up my live station so that we can... also, we didn't run a poll on what I should play in this next era, and I don't think I will, because we need to move through sort of now. But if you do have any suggestions, type them in. I'll be sure to at least read them. Alrighty, okay, let's get this show on the road. New Zealand, sincere apologies. No apologies needed. Twitch babies have been a thing for a while. After 9 months. Okay. Pete. Yes, I saw that mod, Pete. I saw that mod. It had 0 upvotes. I thought, ooh, yikes. Okay. Anyway. Let's get the show on the road. What? Oh, okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Humankind's Endless Mod. The official Endless Mod for Humankind. Merging the Endless Universe with the wonderful universe of Humankind, and officially brought to us by none other than Amplitude Studios. So while I sit here and carry out a little bit of international trade with my greatest ally, Lucy, we zoom out a little bit, have a look at this custom map as well, link for that in the description if you would like to download it. This is the AURIGA Custom Map that goes along with the mod pack. Fans of the Endless Universe may recognize, particularly if I say sit here in a very recognizable place, mayhap. Either way, we have a few territories here as well. We are going to play through the last 3 eras today, hopefully, although if we run out of time, it may stretch into an additional stream, depending on how we go. Or I might just do it all today. I don't know. Firstly, though, a huge congratulations to Huck, who has been a member of the YouTube channel for 5 months. Thank you, Huck. The alert came up before the stream started, but I just wanted to acknowledge that because sticking with me for 5 months is probably the second most difficult thing humanity has done other than land on the moon. So, thanks very much. Alright. What to do with one's night? I kind of feel like just get rid of it, but what we'll do is we'll just chuck it across the water. Remember, we've played as the Swahili. We're just at the medieval era, if you didn't join us last time, or you wouldn't like to go back and watch it, which is fair. We've just finished playing as the Swahili. Probably my favorite new culture. It may be a little early to say. Definitely, I think, in the top sort of 30% of strength, i.e. the top 2 out of 6. this unit as well is just sort of staying around here doing nothing. Let's just send them into our cities, just in case we get rebels. A reminder, we are in second. Sometimes it's been close, sometimes we've been far off. At the moment, we're about 700 fame, which isn't terrible, but is also not great. We have... Okay. We are... in the middle of the row for religion. We've missed out on Purge Idleness, which is the only good one in this tier, frankly. However, +2 money per number of trade routes is actually quite good for us because we've randomly started doing a lot of trading. And that puts our gold at 3,500 per turn. I think that's ridiculous. I think. Considering we've built almost no market quarters. And in terms of my stars, I think I'm ready to go except for military. So we're going to jump through right now. Just to recap where we've been through, Pete, because that is a fantastic idea. So far, this game, we of course started as a nomadic tribe. We then played through as the Bantu and had an exceptional era. It left us in 3rd place overall. Lack of military stars, you'll note. Then we moved through as the Persians for their city cap, and actually didn't stick around for all that long. And I'm looking at this thinking, why did I not take an extra tech? Why did I not? What? Unsure. Bad decision making. But then, the Swahili era, boom, back at it again, with a whole load of gold stars, except for the militarist, and now we move through into what we do believe to be probably Humankind's weakest era. It's the early modern. Didn't expect to see me today? No, would you wonder, it's a surprise stream. Yes, I did send out a tweet, Rob Wolf. I did. But now that you've said that and suggested that you haven't seen it, it made me think, did I actually send it? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, because Scott replied instantly. Good question. I will respond to that afterwards. Yes, I did. No need to apologize, Thrax, for the mix-up either over on Twitch. I'm watching you, Twitchers. Okay. I guess we could just play as the Maasai because they're new. I'm fairly indifferent with who we take this era, to be honest. The Ming would be nice for the cheaper civics. We haven't played an industrialist yet, so we could definitely get value out of the Muggles. I'm sort of going to skip over the Ottomans and the Poles. We've played a few expansionists already, and the Ottomans are kind of trashy, in my opinion. And the Poles, I mean... Spanish... Again, pretty good expansionist, but not really what I want to do. Edo Japanese, one we never play. +5 influence per adjacent mountain. Probably not going to happen. And then, of course, we could double down on our gold. We could play as the Venetians, actually, and just make a shite load of money. One we haven't played in a really long time. And a reasonable follow-through from the Swahili, probably. Anybody vibing Venice with me? Or is it just me? And then the sound choices, I think, are Joe for the science, which we do need. Maasai, because it's new. Kind of the only reason. And then maybe Ming for the cheaper civics or the Muggles. But I think, seeing as we're ready to move through, we won't run a poll on this one. I'll just jump through. Don't forget to like the stream, peeps. Should we set a like target for today? Considering it's a Monday and viewership's likely to be low, I say, can we get 50 likes? I think 50 is reasonable. Go science or money, Pete? Yeah? Thank you. I'll be desperately looking for some feedback. Just me. Grab money or aesthetic culture to get rolling. Yeah, Dutch and Ming, Lazuli. Venice is fun and underpicked. A little bit underpicked, isn't it? Yeah. Could be an ulti play. Any feedback on Twitch? None right now. You do you. Alright, I think we'll go Venice then. It's definitely an ulti pick. You wouldn't often see it. But we're going to get a whole lot of extra money from our trade routes. And we're doing a lot of trade. So, let's give the Venetians a go. Boom. I don't think I've played the Venetians in a long time. I love Venice in Civilization 5. Oh, we haven't played a Venice game in Civ 5 in ages. If we hit our goal, we'll do one of those. Okay, as the Venetians, you've reached the early modern era. Congratulations! We're making 4,000 gold a turn, and it looks like we can claim some new wonders. I wonder which one we should get. Oh, the Umayyads took both of the new ones. Gah! Taj Mahal will give us plus 50% money on settled city. Usually I would take Topkapi Palace or St. Basil's, but seeing as Machu Picchu's taken, let's get plus 50% money on settled city. Why not? Seeing as we're already making a whole load of money, let's double down on it. How much are we making here? 500. That's a bit garbage. Actually, it's like the best we've... Oh no, look, Paz is making 600. Yes. Why are you making so much money? Interesting. It doesn't even have all the money infrastructure. Alright. Maybe it's because it's bordering these empires, so there's loads of trade funneling through it. That's probably it. We could have a look. But for the time being, I feel like this is probably the place for it. Although placing down these crappy Venetian districts might be a good idea. They're so crappy! Look how crappy their yields are! Ay, ay, ay. We need to get more tiles producing money, I think, to really get value out of them. But let's just build one, and then place the Taj Mahal down. It does need to be on a river, that's okay. There's a reasonable spot. And then, seeing as the Venetian district is kind of bleh, let's just get everybody on building the Taj Mahal, just so I can get it done and out of the way, and then we'll build our Venetian districts. And hopefully a whole load of market quarters as well. While also, need I remind, we take over the New World. This is the New World. And we've just swept across and taken a huge chunk of it. You can see the Orange Empire moving in the other way, though. So, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. We definitely grabbed a lot of it. And also a lot of the top of the map here, too. What is this? Okay. We'll ignore that. And it looks like these knights have probably got nowhere near to go. But we'll keep having a look around, just in case there are some islands. You can station, and we're done. Boom! Venice and Dutch have some of the most fabulous of the modern fashion choices. Mine like some kind of fur coat or something? Surely. Can we get some military stars off you? Actually, no. Dang it, how? What we should do also is get a new city, which means we should research 3-masted ship as quickly as possible. And as soon as that is done, we'll start to build at least one new city, because I don't mind being 2 over my city cap. And we should be able to get research at least 1 more city cap. Kind of balance that out a bit, I think. Brilliant. Whew, just in the nick of time. Let's trade luxuries with everybody, because trade is great for us, as Venice, right?
Trade links with every other.
What a strange way this is turning out. I love this. Okay, let's grab these. Gemstone's really good for me. Loads of money off of that one. Cool, alright. Poke me, traded. Elcid, traded. Edgar. Bedgar. Has suspended trade. Why? Convert to Egyptian shamanism. No. Okay, now let's keep trading. It was a small disagreement. We settled it. Do we have patronage yet? Say it so. We'll get that after 3-masted ship. And lead. Okay, so there's all of those traded for. We should also, of course, start trading for strategic resources as well, really. This is a trade fiasco. Okay, cool. And that should be everyone. Except for you, Lucy, my bestest of friend. But we're sort of destroyed? What? We're sort of already trading these sort of through other people. And also, it seems to be a bit weird and glitchy and not really dropping down. So, nice one, Lucy. Keep up the great work. Righto, let's get on to land, because between these units we will now have 4, which should be enough to get some military stars. Also, I see some discoveries there that I would like. So let's hoon up and grab those. These units won't attack me because they're peaceful. We're probably winning this empire over slowly anyway. but you don't get any stars from taking them over peacefully, except for maybe some slightly boosted agrarian ones from people being alive. We built a wonder, it was the Taj Mahal, and it's no wonder. Let's also get Topkapi Palace. And just keep it on the back burner. Ever need to whip out a cheeky Topkapi? Let's grab that. And... whoa. This territory is very sort of snaking and strange looking. Okay, Venetian districts. Let's do this. Yeah, 13 gold. Wow. I mean, wow. Really, wow. Just outstanding. We need some more money districts. Money, 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 money! Okay, just spammed out a whole load of money districts in Lamu. So Lamu now has definitely loads of space to grow. Let's put some extra people on that. Boom. And... what was that beautiful sound? Oh, oh, Huck, thank you so much for a golden $10 super chat. Oh, my dude. Appreciate everything you do, Huck. Hey, Space Buddy as well. Nice to see you in chat. Huck says, haven't been able to do this in a bit for the headphone fund. Thank you, Huck. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. On so many levels, really. Alright, let's place down this district as well. Now that Huck has generously supported the channel, we've got gold to burn. So, let's burn out a few more of these districts. Try and become self-sustainable. Ooh, and actually, really excitingly, that is 3 mastered ship completed, which means we can start to get some new cities. And I can't help but feel that maybe having one right up against this empire here is a great idea. So let's kit it out with Ley Harbor and maybe also Ley Forests. Yeah, look at that industry. Industry, baby. That is awesome. Who needs food? Not me. Just convert all of these 1 industry tiles into 4 industry tiles. 1 food can become 4 food as well. All of it. Look at us go. Saving the world, 1 forest at a time. Okay, fantastic. Anyway, that's it. Oh no, I've spent all my influence on forests. Okay, we'll come back to that. Hey, a gun though! That's good news. Cool, let's go fight these people with our gun.
With 15 makers' quarters,
Hello!
the biggest worry may be where all the workers will eat and sleep.
Yes, come fight me. Come away from your city. Loads of people are super unhappy with me or something. Or they'd like to trade. I'm not really sure. What is this? Attitude changed. Alright, they just feel friendly toward me. Okay, that's fine. Right, now, after that forest mistake, we can now evolve this into an outpost too, which is awesome. Sorry, evolve it into a city. Jeez. What's he talking about? And then let's get... actually, ugh. Why are these losing 12 influence now? Unbeknownst to me. +2 money per gemstone on market quarter. Right, so while they are innately a little bit meh, really, if we can scale them with some proper infrastructure, like a whole lot of gold districts around here, boom, 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 boom. These are very cheap because the city's very new, so we can very quickly scale it up. Look at this hamlet. What the heck? That's insane. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Barely growing though, so let's try and get some. Maybe not. 30 gold here. This is what I'm talking about. Screw it. Let's just fill this place full of cash. Just to remind myself. Okay, great. So cash fills online. And looking really good. Also, our ships are back in harbour now, which is just another added bonus. We don't even know what this territory has on it. It's probably got more luxuries or resource. Well, it's hopefully got more luxuries and resources. Cool. Queue up a couple of those. Smash down a market quarter next door. We should also maybe think about merging some cities now that we've built other ones, right? So last time we talked about maybe merging up a couple of small cities into a big one. Lamu could join the capital or something like that. Just because I am quite over my city cap. Although influence generation is high, so maybe we just carry on. Oh shoot, and this city is instantly being besieged. It's a bit of a yikes. It's okay, we didn't lose it. Living on the edge. We should connect up to another territory, but I might want to just produce a couple more cheap districts while they are just so freaking cheap. Wouldn't hurt to have some industry behind us. Also, we do need food jobs, but the tiles are just so terrible, so let's now merge this up. Oh yeah, and hopefully this will have, yeah, boom, this is what I want. 18 food and 16 food. Really nice. Let's get those foodies online. This city is fantastic. God, I love making new cities.
We would all benefit from growing closer. Don't you
Trade everything with the Aztecs? They've got 3 resources, and I've got goodness knows how many, but we'll let them away with it.
this will
And let's take on this fight, and we'll at least watch this one play out, I think, because we'd be foolish not to. Alec, you made it. Good to see ya. Really enjoying the mod so far. Really enjoying the mod. Swahili are better merchants than Venetians. They definitely are in game. They definitely are in game. Although I mean, it could depend. I suppose it could depend on how much trade you're doing. Although, hard to really get past the just how powerful that Venetian district really is. Cashville's booming. You got, yeah, you betcha, Sir Chaos. It is absolutely pumping. Oh man, speaking of, let us end this deployment and... The gunner is likely to be the best unit, but we might as well... Oh, hello. Well, this is just going to be a bloodbath. Anti-cavalry is a bit meh. But we'll do it. Just because we're just so much better. Yeah. Pew! Stab. Fantastic. Could bounce back for the heal. Could keep moving through. I feel like we could probably keep moving through. Risk it for the biscuit. Let's find out. Okay, they've decided to sortie, which is sort of what I wanted them to do. Let's put sacrificial lamb on the river there, and everybody else back here. Actually, hold on, gunner at the front, because the gunner will may be challenged. Ooh, cheeky anti-cav stab. Look at that move. We did expect the knights to perish. Sacrificial lamb, after all. It was just because the deployment was a bit meh. But now we should be okay, because now our positioning is really good. Slam the knight into that unit. Gunner will obliterate the anti-cavalry, because it's likely the greatest threat right now. Speaking of... Let's run this knight over here and destroy that peasant, because it's about all we'll be able to do. Get the anti-cav blocking that peasant, and we'll stab down at it because it's a great attack. Okay, we've only got 3 units left. This is going to be a really close call. We may have to send a second army. But you know what? If we do, like, doesn't really matter. Because I don't really even know where these units came from. Those Mother Huckers go. Look at them go, Huck. Oof. Woof. step up on high ground, I think. And just try and ride this shite storm out. Stab. Come on. Fire! Keep firing! Oh! Man, what a round! Woo! Oh my goodness. What a fight. So close. Man, what a fight. That was insane. Wait, what? I can choose a new era already? What? I feel like we only just moved through. Yeah, we only just moved through. We'll wait a little bit, but looks like we're gonna need to run a poll right here, right now, for who to play next. Let's narrow down a shortlist and then get some polls running on Twitch and on the YouTubes. I don't think we'll play as Ethiopia. I mean, the obvious choice is French. That would catapult us into a good place. I mean, the Germans are fine as well. A militarist, so we'd have to do a bit of fighting to make the most of them. I haven't really ever played the Mexicans much, so we could also consider them. Devilish, thank you so much for the $5 super chat! Devilish says, "Kia ora, mate. Glad I can catch the stream for a bit between classes. Choose the science. Culture, you always need more science. Finally, somebody who wants me to choose the French." Thank you, Devilish. That is awesome. We will definitely add them into the poll. And at the very least, I think, choose a scientific culture, either this era or the next era. I want to at least play one, so we will at least play one. But whether it's this era or the next, I'll leave it up to the voters. Maybe. Siamese actually would also be a really interesting pick for us. They can kind of pick up on our weak industrial capacity, which it is quite weak, but also add a little bit of trade. Whoa. Okay. And their floating market also provides a little bit of money, and it counts as a market quarter as well. So I think we'll put the Siamese, the Siamese, the French, and any suggestions? Scott coming in hot. Kia ora everyone on YouTube, not you, Jumbo. A mood. Alright, let's go with the French. Let's go with the Mexicans. And, last but not least, the Siamese. Those are my three options. Who will it be? What's the era we're moving into? Early modern. Contemporary. Modern. Who will it be? French, Mexicans, or the Siamese? The choice is yours. And thank you again, Devilish, for a very generous $4.99 super chat. You the man. Scott coming in hot. And the poll is up on Twitch as well for the industrial era. Thank you, Huck. Elephants with guns? Yeah, Siamese. Good fun, right? Elephants with guns. Name a better combo. Is that a gun? Like a big cannon thing, isn't it? It's a huge gun. Big Gatling gun. Alright, and see if you can find a boat. Why does this have the found city? What? Weird. Okay, merge those up in that turn. Brilliant. We'll need to move through soon-ish, but not quite yet. We've got an upgrade for our boats now that we've got naval artillery. Ooh. Ooh. But it's only the crack. And we'll need gunpowder for it as well. What I think we'll do, speaking of gunpowder, is just get this unit back to friendly territory and heal it. And then maybe we get Cashville growing. Sure. Let's keep growing Cashville. Boom. Spend a bit of cash on it as well. Get one of those down. Oh, this is an awesome territory for market quarters. Jeepers. We'll get those online. And Cashville is just rocketing us up. Now making 7,500 gold a turn. Let's get Gunpowder Warfare so that we actually know where guns are. How about that? And how about Absurd Chaos? Absurd Chaos cheered 100 bits. A down payment for a condo in Cashville. That is amazing. That is amazing. Absurd. Hey, Shorty. Yeah. That is absurd. Oh, man. Okay, let's get these Venetian districts down. You can absolutely reserve a condo. We'll build you a really nice one, too. Really nice one. 100 bits. Let's get the nicest condo of all time. We're in first now as well, which is also something to celebrate. I wonder... I wonder... No, we'll stay. We'll stay. We'll ride it out. We'll ride it out. There's potential for a quick jump through, like really fast victory, but I don't think we need to do that, and I don't think we're quite far enough ahead to even risk that, actually. Let's get donate... Sure, let's get donate generously for the extra holy sites. Not that we really need them, but the religion, devilishism, going fantastically well. It would be fair to say. How are the initial votes for the poll going? Looks like we've got strong support for both French and the Siamese on Twitch. Loads of votes on Twitch as people are tuning into Twitch as well. Welcome in, Twitch viewers. Nice to see you. And over on YouTube as well. Nice to see people tuning in over here too. We've got around 60 or 70 live viewers at the moment. Huge ear, huge gun makes huge noise. Future era ocean cities would be cool. Oh, wouldn't it? Final boss. Wouldn't it? People vote Mexico. No one wants to see Mexico. And likewise on YouTube. It's French and Siamese in the lead. Although more votes for the Mexicans on YouTube. On Twitch, no one wants to see the Mexicans. They're just like, no. What a boring agrarian culture. Just fair. Let's get more of these districts down. They will buff my market quarters in ways unimaginable. Very interested to do another... Ow! Shoot. Do another, Ow. Sorry. What was I saying? Ow! Sorry, I hurt myself and got completely distracted. I'm sure it was irrelevant. Let's make sure that we do, speaking of things that are actually more relevant though, let's make sure that we're doing, see look at this, +5 gold per naval trade route. I mean, that is massive. I need to make sure that I have my money infrastructure everywhere, really. Sin is nearly done. Ah, yes, right. We can't buy out the heal. So, in that case, what I might do, just quickly in Cashville... Holy moly, 1,000 bits! Yo! 1,000 bits! I think that's a record bit donation this year! The year jokes never get old. No, they probably do, actually. Probably late January is enough's enough. Absurd Chaos 9226, thank you so much for 1,000 cheer bits. A 1,000 bit cheer, even. Gotta get back to work. Still 3 PM here in the States. Thanks for the work, Frank, as always. Your laugh is so infectious. Love it. Absurd Chaos, you're absurd. I'm surprised you didn't kick off a hype train alone. Thank you so much for 1,100 bits. We're gonna have to get you a condo. We're gonna have to get you the best condo ever. In fact, it's gonna have to be Topkapi Palace, I think. It's gonna have to be Topkapi Palace. And we're gonna build it right here, in your honor. Thanks so much. We're gonna rush it out, even. You want a condo? It's yours. And it's the greatest condo of all time. I hope you just... if you've gone back to work already, you may never ever see this. But... it's in your honor. And if I could rename it Absurd, I would. And in fact, seeing as I just named this city... let's just call it Absurd Condos. Because I'll still know that that's my money city. Because now it has a much stronger meaning associated to it. Hey, look at you, Scotty! also a member for 5 months. You and Huck, members on the same day. That's cute. That's cute. Isn't that cute? Been a member for 5 months. Wow, look at all this YouTube loyalty over here. How good. Let's get centralized power for more economic things to celebrate. Scott also achieving 5 months of freaking membership. Woof!
You do.
Aztecs would like open borders. Counter that back at them because we don't
But I'm not quite
really want open borders. But we will buy all this trade again.
I find your proposition outlandish.
It really is incredibly powerful, isn't it? Especially once you start sort of moving through a bit more of the game and trading with as many people as you can, hitting these arrows, these highly convenient arrows, to just bounce through your trade partners just to check that everything's online. And as we can see, loads of stuff isn't. Now, sometimes these can be pillaged, so I may have bought them and then lost them. It's likely the case, so we might need to shore up some defenses. Another reason to take out the neutral tribes whenever you can, the aggressive ones anyway, is because they will be annoying. But of course also just general warfare is annoying as well. So, need to buy all of these trade routes. Fantastic. Loads of money. They're afraid of me now. And you can see my resources up the top here. I mean, just pumping a huge amount of everything into my cities. Look at all the industry. We do need patronage really badly because someone else has already got it, I notice. And, I mean, likewise, when you hover over the actual city stability, you can see it playing out there as well. Look at all of that stability that I'm hoofing in. I believe from district is what it's classifying it under. Hard to say. Boom. Oof. Oakley dokley. Let's get... Let's get keeping these districts down now that Topkapi Kondo is sort of on its way. And poison apples. High chance of good consequences. Let's do it. Let's invest in science. And see if we can figure out why these apples are poisoned. Topkapi Palace, with the click of that button, is now complete. And I feel like we could be moving through toward the next era-ish. We had somewhere in the ballpark of 50 votes with less than 20 viewers. Democracy at its finest over on Twitch. Absolutely. Viva la révolution. Righto. It looks to me, though, like the French won on both platforms, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, they won on Twitch. And they have one on YouTube as well. So it looks like for the first time ever, democracy... Hey, nice catch with the bot. Democracy has supported it. I still don't find the trade routes bonuses that powerful. Is there something I'm missing? Final boss, I would say there is. Yes. You either don't have a lot of trade routes. You probably don't have a lot of trade routes. Because if you have a lot of trade routes, you will make a lot of money off of those infrastructures. Plus 5 gold per naval trade route. When you consider most of my trade routes are naval, or at least a good portion of them. Here alone is, what, 15? 15 fives? Here is just a ludicrous amount. It adds up very quickly if you add even 1 gold per trade route on all of these, let alone 5. It's absurd. The Umayyads have one thing to trade me. No, 8806. I wonder how much that will add if I just do 1. It's not a money one. 8806 becomes 8817. Okay, so it's like 11 gold for a trade route per turn. If we assume that they're all the same, some of the money ones will provide more or less, and also the distance and how many cities they're passing through will provide more or less as well. How many trading posts they're passing through, that kind of thing. But even at 10 gold a trade route, 100 trade routes are making 1,000 gold. It's pretty good. And we're clearly making a lot more than that off of it as well, because of course there are loads of different bonuses that we're getting off our trade routes. Of course civics as well, that we talked about a little bit last time. Some science off civics too. Let's buddy up with the Mycenaeans and counter their cultural agreement, because I'm not sure why they want it, but I kind of don't want them to have it.
A new independent.
I'm not sure why.
Who are they?
Just to be a douche. Okay, what I meant to do before but got distracted was just produce a couple of units here to go and help that gunner. I guess it's gonna be these. Oh, you know what we should do, actually? Let's get a freaking garrison. I mean, it should really just be there. The other places are better, but I'm just gonna build it there because that's a great spawn point. And then we really don't have any issues because we can just kind of go do.
You can protect your interests far from home.
Do.
Redefine what those
And now we've got 3 units there, and if we bring that gunner down, that should be enough to take this city. Cool. Okay, fantastic. Although I don't really want this city, so we'll probably end up burning it to the ground. In the meantime, let's get patronage, for crying out loud, because that's going to provide me with just the most absurd bonuses of all time. What are we getting here? +3 money on luxury resources. That's really good. What is this one providing? +5 money per naval trade route and money on harbours as well. We love our harbours, so that's even better than I expected. And it's not a terrible cram. We'll cram some people in there. Maybe cram a bit of gold. Science we are definitely lacking, so we should maybe also start to invest in just a smidge more scientific infrastructure as well. We can of course just kind of convert gold into science though at some point, so it's maybe not the end of the world. But we'll build a couple in every city. For some reason I don't have harbours built in the capital. I mean, jeez. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god. No wonder the capital wasn't making any money. Remember when we zoomed in on it and it was making less than Parza? Well, here's your problem. Your infrastructures aren't in place, you fool. Okay, let's stand the gunner up here. Let's put these units here. They're gonna sortie me because they always will if you just give them a second to think about it. And let's just trigger this fight. Without our gunner, actually it's a little bit difficult. Hey, Metodus, thanks so much for following on Twitch. You are follower number 577. Half of the Siamese voters were the Kilo team. The number 2 was Siamese. Yeah, and it was close, wasn't it, Thrax? It was close. Okay, cool. What's going on here? Now that our gunner is in here, we shouldn't struggle here at all. And like I say, we'll probably just burn this city to the ground, because I think its infrastructure sucks, and we're already 2 above our city cap. Although, if we zoom out, we can probably do a bit better planning around that too. Let's merge some of our initial cities. I think we merge Lamu with the capital. Om nom. Welcome to the capital. Cool. So now our capital city is starving like there's no tomorrow, which is always fun. I'm just going to get rid of a whole load of people. Cool. Okay, great. We continue along our merry way. Jeez, I hope they don't mind. Alright, let's just sort of queue up some infrastructure, but obviously we're not going to keep this here because that's a ridiculous amount of infrastructure. So, let's walk over here, trigger a whole load of grievances by burning it down. It's my city! Come on! And then send this gunner to absurd condos. And saltpeter! Finally! Boom! We can heal our gunners and that kind of thing once we get that online. Hamlets as well will really help us with future growth. And like we're trying to do everywhere else... What's that sweet whooshing sound? Devilish with the $1.99 super chat says, LOL, I see you trying the Soviet strat. This would be a perfect setup for the Soviet strat, wouldn't it? Jeez. It would be. It would be. It really would be. We've paved the way for a wonderful Soviet setup. Although I did just do it relatively recently, Devilish, so... well, actually, it was last year. But the trouble is, really, seriously, the trouble is, though, there's going to be actually a couple of good setups for us here, because I would also, like we talked about a little bit earlier, really like to choose a scientist culture. Although, because we've agreed to choose the French, that does potentially open me up, doesn't it? 2 military, okay, 3 technologies, meh, and 5,000 influence. Seeing as we're already in the lead and we're probably not going to hit a record, I'm going to forego that extra fame and move through as the French now to try and push up my science. Because I want to have science good enough that I can research some of the unique technologies. Because if you don't know, in Humankind's Endless mod, it is more than just 32 new events. All the information is in the description if you'd like to figure it out. But it's more than just new events. There are 2 new civics. We saw one of them yesterday. There are 2 new technologies. There are some new wonders. And a few other things. Again, in the description if you want the details. But there's loads of stuff to try, so I'd like to move through and also make sure that we're sort of technologically enabled to be able to get to stuff first. So that's why we're going to forego some fame and jump on it. And we're also going to jump on the Eiffel Tower. Cool. Okay, welcome to the Industrial Era. We are playing as the French. The Endless. Woo! Okay, this is one of the unique events. If you didn't join us yesterday, there's a wonderful storyline of unique events that runs through the whole thing. Last one I get to retire in the absurd condos. It really should. With new knowledge in astronomy and philosophy, our understanding of the structure of the universe has reached a new level. Now, analysing the shapes and patterns on the artifacts of ancient creatures, many scientists conclude that these creatures were a true interstellar civilization. Their role in the formation of our civilization is still worth studying, but there is a proposal to stop calling them gods. Scientist suggests the name the Endless, referring to older memories of these creatures in the ancient legends of our people. Do we support the initiative? Oh my god, Scott! I saw you posted that clip in the Discord. I cringed so hard I turned inside out. I'll have to unlist that. Scott, thank you so much for the Australian $7.99. Even though it's Australian dollars, I won't even hold that against you. No, but seriously, thank you. Scott says, had a good time watching your City Skylines review, Jumbo. 6 years ago, eh? Yeah, that's an old one, alright. That's a really old one. And you know what? I still love City Skylines to this day. And I would still love to play City Skylines on stream. And maybe, actually, we might do that for one of our Twitch streams later in the week, if you're interested. Alright. Or maybe next week. Anyway, we have to determine whether we want to call the Endless or not. So, we can either warn, these statements are conjecture, and basically keep conservative, we'll lose 1 science on our researchers, or we can be progressive and say, yeah, let's call them the Endless and get +1 science per researcher, but lose 20 stability. Let's do that. We're going to support no longer calling them gods, and instead calling them the Endless, which, as we know, is, true. So, let's call them the Endless and see where it takes us. And this gunner absolutely deserves some sweet retirement in these condos, because this gunner almost really single-handedly took this city. So, credit where credit is due. And let's also buff this terrain with some beautiful forest cover. And spend all of my influence to do it. Fantastic. Great success. Alrighty, so first we need to get our exhibition halls online, because they buff collective minds these days. They didn't used to, they do now. So, we need to build these, well, we don't need, but ideally we would build these before we collective minds. We do have a bit of cash to splash, so I'm happy to do just that. What is this going to burn down? The Venetian district. Let's not do that. Let's just put it down there. We don't need to go, absurd. By that one. Speaking of absurd, the condos would like a district as well. Again, I don't really see a need to do that. So let's not. Just place them down wherever they fit. Maybe, get rid of those market quarters too. See you later. Parser. Sure. Parser may not quite be able to do this, but I'll shift them in front. And if I remember, it's a huge if, but if I remember, we'll spend money on Parser because it needs it. And on... Sure. The capital, Mucosine, really terrible as well. Really bad. God. The Siamese would have been fantastic to burst through this industry, but hopefully if we burst through science this era, maybe we can go, I don't know, maybe Soviet. We could do Australian, but I just don't know about those Aussies. I just don't know about, I don't know. I don't want to say it too loud because there's probably some in chat, but I've heard some stories. Alright, let's... We've got patronage! Harley freaking Luya! This is where our big trading, stability, super duper strategy, of course, comes to the fore. Not only do we get 50 fame, plus 3 money per adjacent market quarter, which is really nice, but also, of course, we get the manufactory effect. The tile itself will start producing more, but crucially, of course, if we use salt as an example, because it seems like a very fitting example, I control 4 salt, currently plus 20 food per city. The wondrous effect, which we'll get now, plus 20% food on cities. Takes 300 to 370 on all cities. And that's just our excess. Likewise, another example. This one, another interesting one because it's food again. We're now at 467. Those 2 manufactories have given all of our cities a 50% boost in food. And you will have noted also they are incredibly cheap. Marble, another interesting example. Let's smash this one down. Boom. Marble will be an industrial one. So this will be providing plus 20% industry. Now we can do the same, right? 358 industry. Boom. Now we're at 423. And that is, of course, the same across all the cities. This is where we start to snowball now. This is the big snowball turning point. Because snowballs have turning points. Particularly big for us because we were aggressively attempting to hoover up really as many, just as many as we possibly could. I reckon maybe we smash out a few holy sites around here too while the other cities are catching up. Neither of those are particularly useful, and I can't afford them. Mood. I'm gonna go collective mines at all. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Once we're ready. Aztecs would like an alliance. We'll keep it just so that they don't randomly fight us. And we'll give them shared logistics. Sure, why not? Just to sort of keep them, you know, under control. Supply lines is good for the extra city cap. And here, I believe, is one of our new technologies in the mod, no? Look at this! This is cool! This is cool. Astronomy. Observation. Plus 10 science. Is this new? Sextant? Plus what? Maybe I'm just actually being distracted by this image, which I don't think I've noted before. I could be. Yeah, no, look. Here we go. Data of the Endless. 300 fame in the industrial era. What the heck? I imagine this must also maybe trigger some events, right? Wow. Also, it's very expensive. Okay, so there's one. Let's see if we can find the other one. Surely it's in the modern era, right? Some sort of super space connection. Oh, mayhap it isn't. Interesting. I won't spend all day looking for it because somebody will be able to tell me in chat, like, immediately where it is, and then you won't have to sit here and watch me fumble. So we'll pass through that. we'll pass through that. It is one of the new ones. Oh, cool. It is one of the new ones. My initial inkling was right. I thought as much. It just didn't really strike me as... Like, I thought it was new because I was like, I don't recognize that image. But then, when I read it, I thought, there's nothing really super endlessy about it. Except for the fact that, of course, we're looking up into the sky. Obviously, we're looking into space. Duh. But in terms of the actual impacts, +1 naval movement, I guess they just align with the Discovery. Either way, let's grab that, because that is one of the new ones. Nice that nice that I was able to find 2 of them. Although I'm a little bit disappointed that there's not, like, spaceships or something in the modern era. I feel like that's a little bit of a lost opportunity there, right? I mean, really, in an ideal world, it would add a whole new era to the end of the game, and we would leave this planet or something cool like that. But that is wildly overambitious, I realize, because that's essentially merging the 2 games together. Which is taking it a step too far. Perhaps. I don't know, let's go and explore with these units now that they're doing nothing. And also, we probably want +1% on our holy sites, because our holy sites are numerous. Let's get those exhibition halls done. And we're probably ready to collective minds. Although, as always, it would be nice to burst through some infrastructure. So I'll just literally burst through all of it. And then get a hamlet down. And then, actually, you know what? Boom. Kusa can be our first city on collective minds. I think that's totally fine. Parza is not quite ready, so we'll keep it going. However, Papyrus. Boom. Let's get that online. That's going to be really good for our science. Anyone else got any resources? No, but we should probably be attaching stuff. Cusco. You can grab that one. Fantastic. And Paddy can grab that one. Equally fantastic. Little bit more expansion. Let's also expand absurd condos up this way, because this one apparently has a patronage improvement that I can't build. Cannot be done without enough luxury resource deposits. What luxury don't I have? Oh, and I would really like to... Ooh. Free land. I would really also like to get this city built here. We might try for steam engine, and then scientific method, and then I guess we go data of the endless. Try and get that done relatively quickly. So that we can maybe unlock some more events or something like that. Again, just speculating. I think we should probably make this one a city as well, because I want a city right in the middle of the map. It will be mine. Poison apples gave us juicy fruits. 25 food for 10 turns. It's alright. I'll take it. I always rush fusion energy after the contemporary era. It's kind of broken. Oh yeah, Luca. It's really good. It is really good. Absolutely. You cannot go wrong with the nuclear rush. Here's astronomy researched. Cool. One of the new technologies added in this mod. Completed. Let's wait until we get that next tick. Let's continue monitoring these cities. Like this one here now, I would consider, boom, to be ready to go on collective minds. Thank you, Parza. Cusco, up here as well, is almost ready. We just have one more territory that we want to attach to it, probably. So we grab that and get another one of these districts online. It is now absolutely ready. So let's smash that onto collective minds. Let's take note, our science is now at 9,100. Okay, that's good. Paddy could connect. Absurd condos may also like to keep growing, but I think probably it's Paddy that will grab that one. So absurd condos needs to finish those, so it's not ready. Central city's not ready. Capital, nope. Although, St. Pretoriusburg could be ready. We do have a few excess people. But no, we'll continue to queue up these districts. Hey, look at this. The incense manufactory. Boom, online. Thank you kindly. And then Kilwa, which is a city I haven't looked at in, I feel like, a very long time. Hasn't even got them queued up. Okay. We'll fix that. Hamlet, no. This city doesn't matter as much to me. We probably want to just merge it onto St. Pretoriusburg, I'd say. And you are just going to hoon up this way and hopefully find an island. Please. Let there be island. Supply lines and merchant stars. Brilliant. Nope. Nothing. Sweet nothing, friends. The orbital combat layer Beyond Earth had was really cool. Game had some great ideas, but lacking execution. Beyond Earth is a really fascinating one, isn't it? I've made a couple of videos on it on my channel, but they were sort of, I don't know, a few months ago. And it's a really fascinating game. Not just the game itself, but also how it launched and how it was handled. Speaking of launches and handles, this is a new civic as part of the Endless mod. I can tell immediately. The god's origin. After analysing many facts and relics, scientists have concluded that the ancient gods were on this planet, although we agreed to call them the Endless, whatever, at the beginning of our civilization. These are powerful, highly developed beings whose origins remain a mystery, as do their motives and the reasons for their disappearance. Society faces a difficult choice. How should we perceive this information? How should we perceive it? Okay. How should we perceive this information? Right, here we go. It's in the religious tree, the god's origin. Am I the only one tearing my face off that it's not capitalized and the rest are? Okay, let's ignore it. The god's origin. How to perceive the endless. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Why do you do this? Okay. Do we want to religiously pursue it? The point of conservatism is not to slow down forward movement, but to prevent rolling backward. This will give us +3 science on our holy sites, or, scientifically, +10 science on cultural wonder, and it will keep us crucially towards progress, which is giving us +10% science. So we are absolutely going to scientifically perceive the endless. We will embrace progress, understand the visitor, for the sake of our industries, and get +10 science on our wonders.
End of an ideology axis.
Mean. And if we have a look at absurd condos, we should see, boom, 10 science. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I have a proposition.
Accepted. Welcome.
And you, my friend, can just live a happy life. Somebody forgot to hold down shift when they pressed G and O, I think. Yep. But, I mean, to be fair, probably got a lot of other things on their mind. Alright, the Mycenaeans have just proposed to improve your relationship. Come on, let's call it our relationship. It's ours. It's ours. No.
A lost opportunity.
Upgrade the boats. Do we have... Okay, there's a little bit of coal there. I'm just wondering about unimproved resources just sort of being everywhere. But it actually doesn't look too bad. There's the last exhibition hall down in the capital. Let's collective mines it. St. Pretoriusburg. Collective mines. Kilwa. Probably not. But we'll build it instead of that hamlet because I've changed my mind. Artistic expression is quite a good one, and we might come back to it, mayhap. And you can auto-explore. Go on. See if you can find a boat. Absurd Condos is nearly ready to go. It's got one more to build. There's Scientific Method, which is good. So, the observatory will give +10 science and 2 jobs. So it's good for jobs. Pretty shite otherwise. For yields, +10 science is pretty garbage. I'm back when CK3, gamer, CK3 win. 2 likes away from our goal. Are we really? Whoa! Huh. Wicked. 50 likes on a Monday is not bad for a Monday. Not bad at all. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Hidden under the ice. Years of research and exploration have finally paid off. One of our research expeditions reports on an incredible discovery in the north. It's in the midst of icy wastelands, and they found a structure that, I mean, we clearly did not ever make. We suspect it's the remains of a spaceship, entombed inside of ice for likely a very long time. And while we can't quite talk about its condition, it is obvious to us that there's some sort of functionality to it. Something about it is working. It's hard for us to even contemplate what could be inside of it, though, and deciphering a small part of its data is most difficult. But at the same time, it's something that we have to prioritize. Here we go. Project Ultra. We will hire the best of the best to decipher the incredibly complex data. This unlocks a constructible Project Alpha on the French. Lucky we didn't quite put everybody on Collective Minds. So, Project Alpha, what have you got for me? And what are you? Boom. Project Ultra. It's an 8-turn infrastructure. Reduces research cost of data of the endless technology. Interesting. We're gonna get it in 13 turns anyway. But I want to research it just to do it, you know? So I will research it just to do it. But it's worth noting that putting the city on Collective Minds would research the technology just as fast. Interesting nonetheless, though.
This proposition
Let's give the Aztecs their cultural agreement now. Paddy is eyeing up, boom, that expansion for another French district. Oui, oui. And let us also build some more cramlets to cram as many people in as we possibly cram. We could do Project Ultra on all these different cities, but it's really not worthwhile for us. If we were playing as an industrialist culture, though, this would be fantastic, because we would go builder mode on our cities and build this very quickly, right? So it does have versatility and definitely has a use case. I can see it being useful in a lot of cases. It just, as luck would have it, is just not particularly useful for me right now. I don't really need it because French. Press freedom. This is potentially very useful, but for the time being, we'll invest in cheaper civics. This will allow us to... Do we want to go plus 5% money? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go plus 5% money on all cities. Double down on some gold generation. It's worth noting that we have so many cities on Collective Minds, and we're still making 5,600 gold a turn, and already... This is on normal speed, by the way. Already we are ready to move through. We won't move through yet, of course, but actually this isn't terrible. So it's time for a poll. Good thing you're the French. I can buy it out now. Oh, should I? Yeah, let's buy it. And see what difference it makes. So, at the moment, it's going to take us 10 more turns. And with this, it's going to take us 8 more turns. Right. Interesting. Cool. If I go Collective Minds here, it'll take us 7 more turns. Interesting to note. Huh? And this is sort of our only city doing anything that's not Collective Minds, I think. And yet we're still so far in the green. I believe after we get data of the Endless... Loads of good technologies on the way. But we did just get steam engines, so now's a pretty good time to establish a city. Are these people tearing this down? Oh no, I just don't have the influence. Right. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they're not pillaging that. That would be really annoying. Like, really quite annoying. In fact, I might just run this way with my knight and fight these clearly inferior units. Just to sort of tidy them up a bit. And that way we can move along there and clear that up. Open borders? Sure, we'll allow it. We're going to allow a slightly more free movement of people.
News like this makes the sun.
Yep. Okay, cool. Hostile army moved off. Oh, what? They moved off, they moved on, they moved off. Paris has been founded though, which is fantastic. And actually it looks like quite a good city for some scientific districts with the 3 strategic resources about. So let's quickly smash that out. It's also though probably going to want some industrial jobs, at least one down there, right? Food is going to be a little scarce as well, so even though these districts aren't that great, spend a bit of money on food. The hamlet will be fantastic for future growth and future jobs, so let's get that down. And then these scientific quarters that border all of these are going to be fantastic, so let's queue those up too. Paris looking absolutely wonderful. We will of course merge it out here as we go as well. Boom. How do you like me now? And I'm going to add some industry out here. Because why not? Boom. Cool. And irreligion, obviously not interested in that. Whew, although, we are actually losing the religious game. Yikes. I thought we had our religion all fired up. Turns out, not so. I might turn you off collective minds and just start building some of our holy sites here. Just to try and shore up our religion a wee bit. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Boom. Attach. And district. This is good. What's our science at the moment? 17,000. Data of the Endless in 5 turns. Cool. So we'll at least stay as the French for another 5 turns so that we can research Data of the Endless. We might also push through and grab the nuclear technologies while we're here as well. Just to have that extra industry boost under our belt. Just go irreligion, you reckon? Just throw it away. Throw away our awesome coastal buffs, our awesome extra industry on forest buffs. Just turf it all in. I won't do it yet, but it may reach a point, P. Draggy, and it may be soon-ish that we have to. A good reason for war against the infidels in the last era. Very true. Tomato. Okay. I may as well chase down these units because they're so weak. It's easy military stars. Let's chase them down with a gun as well, because that will just make it really easy to chase them down. For some reason, they're moving toward me? Okay. Bring it. Hey, come back here. I said bring it. Right, let's keep moving. 1 horse and 1 gun obviously will easily take down these warriors. There's no point in even trying. Somehow the horse took damage. That's just embarrassing, really. I would be pretty embarrassed if I was that guy. Either way, we'll do that. And actually, we may as well just come through here and just destroy this. And take it for ourselves. So let's get 1, 2, 3 gunners and send them that way. 3 gunners will be more than enough because these units should be still, yeah, they're really inferior. And let's hope that the AI doesn't take it first with their boats. That would be a disaster. We'll counter the opportunity to share maps back at them. If they'd like to share, they're welcome to, but they'll have to pay for it. Lol. And let's send some Legionnaires out of Paris. I mean, this territory hasn't been taken, so I guess we'll bounce these units there and grab it. We might as well. It's like 1 extra district, right? It doesn't really matter, but it's pretty good, I guess. Sometimes. Right. Data of the Endless has been researched. Awards us with 300 fame. And it will be a real technological leap. I reckon we're going to get some pretty cool events now that we've researched it, given the fact that it didn't otherwise really award us for anything. Makes me think good things are coming. Alright, what I'm going to do now is bounce through a few vital techs, like electricity, microbiology, urban planning, nationhood is quite good too, but no. And then we'll go, you know the drill, Research Institute, right the way through Fusion Reactor. And that is us kind of ready to go there. Now, here, we'll move over the river, and then besiege the city. They're going to sortie, of course they are. And then we'll manually resolve it. I am due a coffee refill, so I'm going to go and refill that while you watch my gunners absolutely, hopefully, destroy the city. I'll put it on auto, and I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty. Ooh. Oh, what do you call this? Ridiculous. Hey. This is what I'm talking about. Virtuals. Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. Wow. Okay. Exploring the data exceeds even our wildest expectations. They were owners of knowledge bases called virtuals. Part of the endless civilization who wanted to transfer their essences to an artificial realm living in the cloud, baby. The data is also full of summaries and information about total war. Oh. Okay. Creative assembly, eat your heart out. The scale of which is difficult for you to imagine since you've not yet found any war artifacts on your planet. Ooh, that is, that sounds spicy. You can assume that it's either a repository of virtuals or a non-military object. In any case, it's likely the virtuals had anything to do... It's unlikely, sorry, that they had anything to do with our ancient ancestors. Or if they were interested in our civilization at all. Which direction should we continue with the research? So we can go philosophical, which will give us a minus 70% cost of cancelling civics. We go materialist. We must perceive every crumb of information to get a city cap. Or historical. We must prepare in case of their return. Maybe they will make contact when we pass some civilizational frontier. Let's do that. I'm a fan of history. Many of you maybe are too. Let's historically research them and get a 34% discount on building wonders, which is pretty cool. I wonder if we have anywhere we can even build it. Paris! The Eiffel Tower! Of course! Let's do it. Let's get the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Because, I mean, come on. And, I guess you can just struggle away on that by yourself. We'll get people collective mining at some point.
Accepted with pleasure.
Amazing, though. Weird that Project Ultra is still available. I don't believe anything continues, does it? I don't think so, anyway. Let's get another holy site down, because holy moly. Just literally wherever. I don't really even mind at this point. No, I think this is just a normal one, isn't it? Let's just destroy it. Oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? Oh, right, this is the city that we just took. I was like, what is this hot pile of garbage that I'm building into here? Oh, don't worry. We're getting rid of it. We've been the first to discover electricity as well, which is always a great sign. Let's destroy it. Boom. And or take that. It's going to take 11 turns. And we've nearly got this whole island, except for this one filthy city down here. Microbiology's down. Quickly. World deed accomplished. Apparently we were the first to discover Yellowstone. It was in my land the whole time. Amazing. Speaking of amazing, we do need to take this before somebody else gets any stupid ideas. And then quickly kit it out with, you know, everything under the sun. Cool. And then I guess we just go whomp into Paris. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's really good. And then these units actually could probably bounce over there and grab that oil island, right? Seems like a good idea to me. Jumbo the Imperialist at it again. Yes. So we do need to put that poll in, don't we? So we've already played a scientist, so that reduces the need for us to play a scientist again. We could still do it, though. I'm absolutely not against it, so we'll definitely add it as an option. I think we should also add maybe... you know what? Actually, I really don't mind. We could even play as the new Nigerians. Let's do a poll with the Nigerians, because they're new. Probably, you know, not a huge amount of synergy with a lot of what we're doing, although we could get to test out their oil refinery with a build that's quite interesting. So, could be worth a look. For our scientist culture, let's do the Swedes. Let's just go really core focus in on the Swedes. We haven't played them in a hot minute, whereas we played the Japanese a bit. And then for our alternative choice, I'm sort of tossing up between the Australians, the Soviets. Chinese even aren't terrible, are they? First Medic, thank you so much for subscribing. Just subscribe with a tier 1 subscription on Twitch. Fantastic. Get your backside in the Discord if you're not already. It is awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously, thanks. That's wicked. Any suggestions coming through? No. Powerful are the Americans. Legacy. The Americans are trash. Unfortunately. Although, I guess... You know what? Screw it. Let's put the Americans in as well. Underplayed, and we could actually make some use out of them in this game, actually. We could, because... ongoing trade and resources being sold. We have a huge number of resources being sold. We have a lot of ongoing trade. We don't normally play them. Maybe we even get to try the lightning. I don't know. Let's try it. We're going to do some pretty alternative picks this time. Ulti choice for the last era. Because we're ahead, I'm willing to, you know, take some experiments. Nigerians, Swedes, or Americans are the three options. Take your pick. Place your votes. First Medic, you are subscriber number 61, although I wouldn't get that tattooed on you because it bounces around a lot as gifted subs disappear. So, hold off on that one, but thanks again. Soviets, Thrax? Soviets would be a fantastic pick, but I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with some ulti picks that either we never play or they're rarely used. And the Americans and the Nigerians are likely to pretty underpowered cultures in this era. Probably. But with some strengths to them. And then we have the Swedes as the science choice because someone did super chat and ask for it earlier, so I will do my bit to put it in. Ooh. Finally, we have some good news. According to the data, the Endless Galaxy... The Endless... The Endlesses, so belonging to the Endless, galaxy-spanning civil war is long over. Whew. Cheapers, the English language. So, the threat of becoming a collateral loss in the war of super civilization seems to have passed. Sadly, the bad news is that we can't determine which side won, or whether there were even any winners at all, right? Could have been a mass wipeout. However, we were able to find out the origin of their knowledge. The data that we are studying is related to the planet Vale, and a group that calls itself the Cabal of Pure Thought. Sounds a bit pretentious. They came to the world a millennium ago, so they're fairly young by worldly standards, and it was their images that inspired our ancestors. Although this knowledge is of no practical use, it can change our people's attitude toward the world around them. We get 50 fame and we continue our research. Cool. Got someone already going there. I mean, we could take that, but it's probably not really needed, eh? I think we'll just send these soldiers back to Paris. For the motherland. Democracy. Alt temporary choices. 5-minute poll. Thanks for setting that up, Huck. No one voting for the Americans on Twitch. Loads of votes coming through. I don't know if I trust this democracy. Hey! Bruce J has been a member for 5 months. You gave me 2 choices and an obligation. Bruce, thank you so much for being a mini pixel for 5 freaking months. Thank you for supporting the channel, Bruce. Another 5-month member. Man, we must have had a few people join us 5 months ago today. What would it have been? 25th of August or September, back when the channel was doing well. It would have been back in the glory days, I'm sure. 5 months ago. Yeah, it would have been. Oh man, that is so cool. Thank you, Bruce. And also, Ollie Pumper. Ollie, just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Subscriber number 62, I believe. Yep, 62 out of 70. Thank you so much for subscribing with your Prime as well. Look at that. 2 subscriptions in 5 minutes. Careful. My head will get so big I won't fit out the door. 25th of August, just after Humankind launched. Makes sense. Yeah, man. Back when the channel was growing. Oh my goodness. What a time to be alive that was. What a time to be alive. Right at the hype. Alright, let us station that unit and move on through. Have something pressing here. What is this?
If you
Ooh.
seek the greater good, then I would know you.
I wonder if I can bully someone who's bound to me to take my religion on.
So nice to hear from you.
Hesitant. No. Pleasant. No. Kind of want someone who's like fearful. Okay, you're bound. You're hesitant. You're bound. Wait, I'm bound? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. We'll leave it. Okay, merchant stars down. Brilliant. Should we move through? We're still actually massively behind on science, but we're catching up fast. So let's keep playing catch up. Nuclear fission, also wearing its way along. We know how I feel about this civic. Don't need to say that out loud. Ooh, we got a lot of civics to buy. Okay, scientific facts will give us plus 1% science on holy site.
Indeed.
That seems
There is a
good.
difference between
And
inspiration
maybe
and
materials procurement to get us to plus 10%
trading
money.
goods tends to lead to
Artistic
trading
expression is also quite good, so we'll grab that as well. Boom, boom. And a little bit more boom. Should we put the capital on sciencey focus? Maybe we should. while we're playing as the French. Yeah. Sure. Let's go collective mines here as well. Are we collective mining everywhere now? No. Patty. Come on, Patty. Although, actually, let's get this uranium online. Because that is awesome. This one industry per workers. No. Put this on collective mines as well. Alright, so we've I believe now got the whole empire except for Paris on collective mines. Perhaps Paris would like to collectively mine too. We'll get it building these uranium mines anyway. Hoover that little island up next to it. That's always good. Smash down a French district on it too. Cool. Alright. Perfectly on our city cap. Might get some more infrastructures. And we're away. Love it! How would airships differ from planes? 61 votes with 18 viewers on Twitch. I do love Twitch democracy. How did we do? What was the final result? Let me take a look, see. Manage the poll. View results. So, on Twitch, we voted for the Nigerians. Man, it was close. Holy moly. 36% Nigerians, 33% for the Swedes, and 31% for the Americans. Interesting. Interesting. So, Nigerians were in first, and then the Swedes were in second. The Americans, unfortunately, didn't place. Okay. And the YouTubers, hilariously, almost flipped it on its head. We had Americans in first, Nigerians in second, and the Swedes in third. So the Swedes didn't place. The common denominator here is the Nigerians. The Nigerians ranked first and second. The Americans ranked third and first. And the Swedes ranked second and third. First and third. Second and third. So it looks to me like you want to see the Nigerians, right? Yeah. Overwhelming. Well, not overwhelming. It was a close call. But it looks to me like the Nigerians won that out just because of the total number of votes and where they placed. Yeah. Mathematically, there is no competition. We could repoll and remove the bottom vote, but unfortunately both platforms voted a completely different bottom vote. So it looks like the Nigerians may have won. I'll think about it a little bit. It's close enough that I could make an executive decision. I'll give myself those powers. It was close, but the Nigerians seem to have just sort of peaked it out just at the end. Nuclear weapons. Do we want to go nuclear this time, or do we just want to get plus 10% fame? Let's just go nuclear.
So, the plan is that everyone points a gun.
I have something.
Trade everything with the Siamese. Great for us. Should have done this a long ass time ago, because this is going to help generate a whole load of money and keep us rich while we put everybody onto collective minds, pushing through 35,000 science a turn. And there's a fusion reactor for good measure as well. Okay, that's awesome. What else do I want to blast through while I'm here? Maybe just early techs now. Pick up on, you know, furnace steel. We have a fusion reactor, but we don't know how to furnace steel or build a siege cannon. These are things that confuse us a lot. So what I'm going to do is literally just run through and click every single technology that we're missing from the industrial era. And also just bring us slightly through here as well, I think. Nice. Cool. Okay, that's our science kind of done. We can put that on the old back burner. And forget it. I am the Senate! I freaking am the Senate, okay? Oh, excuse me for just 1 second. Is it possible to claim special avatars on Twitch? It is not possible to claim them on my Twitch. I actually reached out to Amplitude and asked, and unfortunately that feature is only available if your avatar is in the game, i.e. if you're Spiffing Brit, Lewis Brindley, 2D Kiri, and all of those other wonderful people that were added into the game. If you're one of those channels, you can enable drops, is my understanding. If you're not, you can't. So, as much as I would love to, unfortunately, no, I cannot. I tried to do it, but it doesn't let you. It doesn't let you. It's like, you can't do this, you silly child. Oh, okay. So yeah, unfortunately, no. But we can still be friends. Right? Alrighty, let us build a harbor. And probably realistically just attach this up to absurd get out of here, Huck. Oh dear. I'm a tiny fish in a very large pond, friend. I'm a microscopic fish. PM 2.5. Do we want to upgrade this for $1,200? I mean, ideally yes, but also no. We also probably don't want to turn it into a city just yet. Let's just leave the people standing there. I'm wondering how much longer we stay on Collective Minds and when we move through. Because, of course, we're not going to be earning a lot of our other stars, but we are beelining for our science. And actually, I tell a lie, we've just sort of picked up our other stars anyway. So why don't we stay here until we get gold science. We could try and find someone to fight with while we wait. I think I've exhausted all of the independent tribes, though. Yeah. Look at this. The world is now basically entirely settled. And no real room for independent peoples. I wonder if I could... It's a shame I can't gift this. I can't, like, create independent people and gift them to them. The only way to do that would be to have an empire fall into disrepair. And I don't know if we should do that. Don't forget to smash the like button either. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I should remove my can we get to 50 likes, shouldn't I? Because that was clearly not ambitious enough. I underestimated all of you. I underestimated all of you. I kind of thought that we'd maybe only get like 20 people tuning in today. Because we're doing the same thing that we did yesterday, so there's less novelty to it, I guess. It's a Monday as well, so, you know, Europeans, you're like tired after your first day back at work. Your boss was like, just like really being a douche all day. Americans, you could still be at work or kind of like on your way home. You're exhausted as well, hungry for dinner. So yeah, I set the target at 50, but you really showed me who was boss. So thank you very much. Jumbo, can't you liberate territories? Don't they become independent peoples? Yes, and that was actually what I started to talk about, but then got distracted. I thought I would just liberate that. I thought I'd just click here and go bloop, liberate, and just get rid of it. What we could do is liberate a city. Right? We could liberate a city. Should we create a city and then destroy it? Just to be like the worst person ever? Let's do it. We've got a knight and a gun knight. So oh, Huck, that is very sweet of you to tweet out your support like that. There is absolutely no need to do that. But that is very kind. Alrighty. Let's try this. Why not? It's 8,500 influence. It's a great city because it's a brand new city. But let's give it to them. Are you sure you will lose control over the city and its administrative centers? I think we should give it a go, shouldn't we? Right? So we've just created it. Boom. Here it is. We won't bother... Oh, you know what? We'll queue them up as Science District, because why not? Actually, you know what? I'll even buy them one. I'm feeling kind. Okay. Let's get our units just slightly out of the boundary. Now, go into our city view. Scroll down to the city, and let's liberate it. Boom. Now, it is an independent people. And there's 4 of them. Amazing. They're too strong for me. Okay, let's take absurd condos off this nonsense. And firstly, we do have the ability now to get this because of our civic that reduced the cost. So let's get the saffron manufactory. Secondly, I would like a spawn point, and I would like it right here. Thank you. We'll buy that at some point. And then we will also get... Could get a howitzer. Kind of fun. Maybe a little unnecessary. Fine. Let's get a howitzer. And a... Heavy charging? No, I think I would prefer a gun, really. Another gun. Let's get another line infantry, too. Cool. Okay. Open borders with the Siamese. We'll counter it back at them. They can buy it if they want it. Otherwise, no TY. And we'll just position this here. Cool. Alright, so we've created the world's most powerful independent tribe. They've got a wonderful city. Those independent peoples have neighborhood. Yeah, they are tough cookies. Can we get over 300 likes? No, final boss, we just couldn't. To do that, we would need, like, of normal viewership, we would need, like, 1 in 10, 1 in 5, somewhere between 1 in 5 and 1 in 10 viewers to like it. It would be tricky. Holidays are over. Now I have free time to myself. That's how I'm back. Oh, welcome back. Huck shamelessly plugging his own Twitter. I'll allow it. I'm just kidding. Okay. Just gonna need a bit more strength. Hopefully other people don't decide to jump on this. Buy that howitzer. And that line infantry. And there's also this one here. This unit, which we're taking out of retirement. You're back on the front line, you fool! Sorry, I got distracted reading a tweet. Hashtag pixel proud. Oh, you're absurd. You're absurd. You're all absurd. You're all absurd. Okay, aeronautics has been researched. Wonderful. Let's get these units over here as quickly as they can. Painfully slow. Must be because of this dang howitzer. Because really, we should be embarking away like crazy as a Swahili. Alright, also I would have liked this to grow a little bit more, but I guess we only need 1 or 2 victories, right? I believe it was 1, actually, to get 1 star. Not that we even need the star! We're going to ridiculous lengths to make this happen, by the way. This is just stupid. Okay, let's merge these armies together as one. And... Cool, we can deploy over there, that's awesome. Okay, let's try this out. Manual battle. Okay, our deploy is stuck, that's fine. Should we make room for the howitzer here? It's a shame I didn't leave it over there, actually. But it is what it is. Wait, where is it? There it is. It's kind of no better than just the gunners, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way. And we'll focus fire. I guess I could have moved in. Damn you. Damn you. I don't think it matters. Let's be real. Spoiler alert. These are just peasants. And it should be fine to just click the old auto and watch it go. Okay. What are we gonna do with the city now that we've got it? Probably just burn it to the ground and repeat to infinitely farm military stars.
What do you say to this appeal?
Sure, Siamese can have open borders now. We don't really mind. Let's just make sure we keep hoovering up this trade. Gotta spend money to make money, after all. Unfortunately. Boom, thank you so... Oh, hold on, saltpeter. Very expensive. Probably worth it. Rocket science. It ain't rocket science, but it has been researched. Let's finish off the Eiffel Tower now. We've been sort of mucking around with that for a wee while. Speaking of mucking around, actually, while you're finishing off the Eiffel Tower, I might just burn you down. Boom. Revenge of the Pharaohs? Let's diagnose this problem using our minds.
Think of it as being
Suburbs researched. Wonderful. And where is our little test territory? Oh, actually, this one. Can merge onto Paris for 66 Science District. Brilliant. Right, back over here. I'm gonna slap down this outpost again. And then... Convert that into a city again. Let us, secure exosuit, and then I think we have all the other technologies we need. So what we should actually do is pretty quickly start shifting off collective minds. We'll start with the capital, Womp, so it can get working on its infrastructures. And resources. Where are you? There you go. A little bit cheeky coal there too. Get that uranium and coal online. That looks kind of like something we should have. All of this looks kind of like something we should have. Oy vey. Alrighty, so we want to play as the Nigerians. I could end Collective Minds now if we just choose Nigerians. But I kind of just want Exosuit and this gold star. So let's stay for at least one more turn to get that. There's 2 aluminium in this one territory, which is pretty freaking good. We're also going to test a nuclear device here. Nuclear fission test online. Now, we will yet again liberate Lyon. Should we? I mean, sure, why not? Let's give it a whirl. Anybody get that feeling of deja vu? Boom. I think we can auto it as well. I think. Probably.
It's important to keep an eye on the well-being of workers.
Right,
But even
so
more, to be efficient and
we can sort of use that. We'd have to do it 2 more times to get another star, so I don't think we'll wait around. But it's an interesting point. It's a pretty interesting thing, I think. Right, so Pretoriusburg can ditch that. Let's get uranium and commodities and all sorts of other wonderful things. Very odd, alright. Very odd. An additional era. Change contemporary to atomic and then add digital. Yeah, post-digital. Open up the diplomacy screen here, Jumbo. Tell me how good. More techs, Large Hadron Collider. Yeah, and our new, like, space telescopes, and all that sort of cool stuff as well, right? Yeah, it would be really cool. Can you re-liberate your city in the same turn? Ooh. Ooh. That is an interesting question, Exodus. I like somebody who thinks outside the box. Let's try that out next turn. See what happens. I'll just let my units... See, my units are actually a little bit lackluster. But once we get Exosuit, we should be alright. So we'll just let that come online. Counter that back at them. The friendly Siamese. They don't really understand me because sometimes I love them and sometimes I hate them. And there's really no rhyme or reason to it. Right. Don't really see any huge need to waste money there. Do we have any, like, tanks or anything? Hey, tanks very much. Yeah, we do. Look, let's get some tanks. Let's get a frickin' main battle tank. It's very expensive. Just get a military school and an armory instead. We'll come back to that. Yeah. Profit focused, workers' rights. We want to keep profit focused, that's for sure. We do not want workers' rights. Forced choice, no, overproductive.
you're at the end of an
We're working 24/7. Come on,
Well, there's
seriously.
the Eiffel Tower.
There's Le Eiffel Tower.
With a bit of iron.
You can come off Collective Minds,
Thousands
almost
of liters.
certainly. Jesus. Cram it down there. Then cram it full of infrastructures. Alrighty. Damn, those are some good makers. Districts. Woof. Woof! Look at all that money we're making off of them. Jeez. Kill. Whew. Okay. Once we get the main battle tank, we'll take this down. Maybe also bring the boats. Oh god, they're so far away. Let's just destroy them. Oh, of course, I can buy units here. I keep forgetting that this is my city. Because I'm about to get rid of it, you know? Okay, let's just get some replacement boats then, shall we? Yeah, we'll just build a couple of boats in Lyon. That way we can shoot from the sea as well and get the sieges over very quickly. It's at least the idea. Get 4 boats. That should be more than enough, actually. We probably don't even need to wait for the tank at that point. Although, could you become a tank? Ah, armored personnel carrier. Okay, good. Good. That upgrade, plus these boats, should be all that we need. And I believe we just got old what's-its-face technology. So, without any further ado, let us jump in and play as the Nigerians. Kaboom. Fantastic. And also grab... At this point, just do the technologies. Just do everything, okay? Just do everything. Please. Alright. Are you ready? Probably, yes. So, let's get you on... God. Let's get you... We need to do some research as well. Oil, for us, as the Nigerians, also quite a good resource to improve and build. So, we'll keep that in mind too. Sure, just test it out there. There we go. So now we've also got some nuclear tests sort of on and off, so we have something that the city can work on. Boom, boom! Welcome to Nigeria!
Creative
The canals in this game? No.
and ingenious.
Have to run, y'all. Have a great stream. Got to audit staff to make sure they aren't just sitting on YouTube all day. I'll let it slide though if they're hashtag friend. Oh, see you, Scott. Enjoy the rest of your day, friend. Enjoy your day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Early start. Early start. Alrighty. Okay. Welcome to Nigeria. What? How did they get a 28 pop city there? Ridiculous. They're just weasels is what they are. Just freaking weasels, man. Okay. Let's try the Liberate Lyon thing. Let's upgrade this into an MRAP. And our line infantry now also look freaking awesome. 56 strength, 66 strength. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, we've got boats ready. Alright, so we go Liberate Lyon. Boom. We then fight it, assault it, insta-resolve it, because we don't need to muck around. Liberate Lyon. Fight it with the boats. Insta-resolve it. Liberate Lyon. Yes, you can do it on repeat. Of course, the issue will be... Oh my goodness, what's going on? Can you survive the Great Filter? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. You've piqued my interest now. Maybe I'll stop mucking around with this city. Can you survive the Great Filter? The game is approaching the final stage and new challenges await you. To finish the game, you need to go through a special chain of events, make thoughtful choices, and build key buildings in time. In this mod, This is the only way to win. Good luck. Kinda wish I didn't pick the Nigerians now. Comparing different data from the list, scientists find confirmation of the theory of the Great Filter. It claims that any civilization will most certainly be destroyed before it becomes multi-planetary. This can happen for natural reasons, through self-destruction, or from the actions of other super civilizations. This explains why the virtuals did not protect or hide their data from you. Most likely, they perceived your ancestors as amusing monkeys who built funny stone houses. Well, you have to prove them wrong. Although analysts do not predict any catastrophes, perhaps it is worth creating a fund that will allow us to respond more quickly to any extinction-level threats. Let us create the Rapid Response Fund, the RRF. We're going to bureaucratically burn our way through this disaster. This is cool. I'm going to need my city back. Going to build oil refineries and get some infrastructure in place for what I'm kind of scared by now. I think I screwed up the Great Filter on my run. Good luck for the end challenge. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I genuinely don't even know what it is. I wanted it to be a surprise, and now I've got my surprise, and I'm kind of regretting playing as the Nigerians, but that's funny. Sure, you can have maps. Let's share maps. There's an existential threat challenging the world. I think we can share maps.
Want to pull out my toy blocks and go crazy.
I might just refrain from building wonders until I know what's going on. Also, we did some Pharaoh things, so that was fun. Fundamental values is also here. I'm so scared. Public happiness. Give the people what they want.
Is more than worth a bit of risk.
I'm terrified. +5 influence. Cool. And then just infrastruct your way to indestructibility. While we wait, scaredly, for an end world event like no other. Refineries. Maybe I should build nukes just to be safe. We should probably build nukes just to be safe. And harbors. Because oil gives me food or industry or something. There's my tank. Now, I was gonna say no longer needed, but actually maybe now needed more than ever. I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna need troops somewhere that I don't know about. So I might just station a fleet like over in Patty or something. Just in case. Maybe also it wouldn't hurt to have the capital a bit better defendable. Oh, I mean, can't have everything, can ya? Can ya? Let's end that turn. Nuke the world? It's time to nuke the world! Yeah, we should probably have nukes ready, actually. Just in case. Let's do that. Fighter jets have been researched as well, though. That's good. Merchant stars. Don't really care about those. Get a missile silo here. We may need infrastructure like this around. Also the capital. Let's get a missile silo in the capital. Because again, infrastructure is good. I think we should also get an aerodrome here. Just to future-proof ourselves. Necessary infrastructure in place. We've got a missile silo. We've got an aerodrome. We're doing okay. Hey, Naderade! Good to see ya! You are the Great Filter. Yeah, I should, now that we know what we're dealing with. The Great Filter is what I'm going to rename the stream title, just briefly, because we are dealing with the Great Filter. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see what this great filter has to offer. Jumbo, Huck, Naderade, Ethan, Bruce! The gang is all here! How good. Let's get this oil connected as well, because you never know when you might need oil at the end of the world. Get that fusion test quickly wrapped up, and maybe also a holy site here in Parza as well, because we might need a cheeky prayer to get through this. Just watching for an hour or so before I go to the gym and watch the Flames play. Oh, good stuff. Sounds like a good, good into your day. Evening? Okay, the fleet has arrived here in Paddy. We'll just leave it there. What is this? Construction is in full swing, but we have a lot to do. What is this? Elartel Station. Construction is in full swing, but we have a lot to do. I didn't even know that I was constructing a station. Did somebody tell me about this? I feel like my advisors just completely passed that by me without really even asking. Since when am I constructing a space station? What the heck? Let's do an ICBM test. Surely we have space on this world. It's so sparse. Yes! We never have space for the ICBM tests. Oh, let's get the best nukes ever. And just nuke space. What's the plan, sir? We're going to nuke space. We might have to. We might have to. Are you lying? Alright, 4 turns and we'll be able to nuke space. Go on, Paris, you get on it too. Go on, Cusco, you get on it too. Just everybody do it. 3 turns, 2 turns, who cares? I want nuclear capacity ready. I need a launch button right next to me. Anybody seen my space station? Apparently I'm building a space station. Okay, moving through those technologies at a reasonable pace. Agrarian star's done, merchant star's done. This screen doesn't appear to show any, like, super end of the world is happening, hoi hoi hoi. So, that's no good to me. Pollution's still really low. A violent ancient tradition. Golden Age of Piracy. This doesn't look like a special one, I don't believe. Violent maritime theft continues. Most recently, pirates have captured a crude oil tanker. We could take action against them, rather than meet their demands, or we could decree that this is the oil industry's mess. Well, I'm not paying that. Leave the Shinpim's insurers to deal with the cost. Nah, we're going to assault them. We're going to be absolutely patriotic. We are not letting pirates steal from us. We've got bigger things to worry about. Okay, the Elartel station construction is in full swing, but we still have a lot to do. And we just tested nukes in a big way. The station doesn't appear to have any constructible, though, does it? Like, I'm not being a moron and missing something really obvious here. No. There is no special infrastructure or anything that I'm missing. It doesn't look like it. Just checking in case it's like, construct a space station, and I'm just ignoring it and wondering why I'm doing a space station. I've got a lot of money though. Look how quickly I can just burst through stuff. Fantastic. We'll just get all of these oil refineries. We're gonna have 1 million resources of oil here. The Soviets would be jealous. Let's also prepare missile capacity down here. And also an aerodrome as well. In absurd condos. Just so that we have capacity ready to roll. Could also start constructing nuclear missiles where they're available. And maybe Parza would be another good place for us to get capacity, actually. So, let's also do the old cheeky missile silo right next to Parza. And we'll get an aerodrome there as well in case we want aeroplanes. More harbors. Boom. Nice. Woof, that's a lot of resources there. And then let's just queue up this infrastructure. Boom, 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 boom. Try and catch these cities up to where they ought to be. This one doesn't even have stone walls. I'm like worried about a giant spaceship invading me. Building stone walls. Jeepers. Okay. Leon down here, we've decided to keep it for whatever reason. It's a bit absurd. Just need to remember to keep coming back, splashing cash around, making 21,000 gold a turn, which is pretty good. And I believe there is a unique wonder, but it's not here. So I'm not sure if I should save up or just grab one of these. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Space orbital has been researched. Surely that helps our endeavors, right? In fact, actually, am I a moron? Is there extra text buried on this? No. There isn't. It's kind of weird, eh? You think they'd be like, build a spaceship to the endless. I don't know. I don't know. I clearly do not. Okay, Merchant Star done. Cool. See some airplanes flying around, and I don't believe they're mine, so somebody else has learned how to fly. Go them. More Nigerian oil refineries. Sure. How many oil do I have now? 19! Good stuff. Does doing Project Ultra help me at all still? I guess it doesn't, right? It still just says reduce the cost of that one level max. Yeah, no, I don't think we do that. I don't think we do that. Although the science infrastructure surely wouldn't go amiss. Jeez. I mean, really. Especially now that we're not playing as the French. Like, we were getting 35,000 science, now we're back down to 9,000. Omega 1202, thank you for following along on the old Twitcheroo. Your follower number 579. Unchained reaction. Again, this doesn't really matter. Just pay.
Reaching the end of an ideology axis.
Just pay the money.
Extremist. Think of it as being focused, yes? Very goal-oriented.
Science infrastructure through here, just all of it out instantly. Love it. We might as well just get it all. Build the best cities we possibly can, with a relatively limited number of districts as well, to be fair. And we'll do the same here. This will keep merging costs uniform as well, or as uniform as possible anyway. Kusa could consider the merger, but it's such a long way off. I might just splash some cash at its infrastructure there as well. We don't need to do that one. Cool. Parsa is also now due for some attention. God, my children are so needy today. Jeez. Always getting in the way. Honestly. I'm just going to take a really quick coffee break. I will be back momentarily, and we're going to get through this great event. An event that costs more than 100 gold. Yeah, weird, eh? Maybe I'm the extinction level threat. No! It's me! Oh, nice catch with the bot, too. Okay, let's end this turn. Thank you for the very kind words in chat. Huck and Naderade. Very kind. Let me put us back onto the live scene as well. And let's do this. I guess we want satellites as well. Let's launch one from the tip of this peninsula.
A cultural
Peninsula.
wonder. It might consider to be one of your
What's going on here?
garnered a lot of fame building that monstrosity.
I think we were auto-exploring and we stumbled into some trouble.
With 10 territories, you have built a
An eye in the sky. That's right.
than your
We've made it into
ancestors
space.
possibly
Surely this is helpful for our endless endeavors. Let's continue that with a polar satellite. We're not just interested in space, we're interested in poles as well. Wars many successfully fought have been part and parcel of the Empire's recent history. Is that true? I mean, not really. We just sort of fought our own city about 5 times in a row. Yet those same wars have traumatized many of our soldiers, physically, mentally, everything from shell shock to limbs to... all these brave men and women. They hide in the shadows, ashamed. Right. Let's, rehabilitate them.
You have reached the end of an ideology axis.
It looked good for the ideologies. Okay, the station. Construction is in full swing, but we still have a lot to do. We still have a lot to do. Let's launch this rocket from here, because that's cool. Let's get our satellite network up and online. This will give us, obviously, ultimate supreme visibility over every single aspect of every single movement. Well, not quite, but it will give us good visibility over even minor details on the map, other people's movement, that kind of thing. Hopefully also, maybe, help with our mission. Should we choose to accept it? I'll tell you who's choosing to accept it. Nessibar, thank you so much for subscribing on Twitch. Welcome. You are now one of us. Make sure you get an invite to that to our Discord if you would like it. BRB screen, thank you. Mexico made a mistake. Nuke time. Actually, we do need to ensure that we build our nuclear capacity as well, don't we? Absurd Condos is one of the places that can store nuclear weapons. So let's get a thermonuke queued up here. Let's give Kilwa nuclear capacity as well, because why not? Also aerodrome, and also let's get the airport one as well. Let's do the little trifecta thing there.
20 territories. If this keeps up, the whole planet is going to be someone's backyard.
What did the narrator just say? Who knows? That guy. Yeah, crazy. We need more food. Stupid food. Assured destruction. Yeah. We need to at least be ready to hit the button. Worst comes to worst, we just hit the button.
Now that you have 12 cultural stars, the world must be getting tired of being impressed.
Hey, hold on.
We're
I can
the
just
first
buy
to
these
use
thermonuclear weapons.
new discoveries. A great
Brilliant.
step forward.
Okay, we'll get one stored in the capital as well. Just scare the ever-loving F out of everybody. Boom. There's one in the cap. Fantastic. Okay, our nuclear capacity is good enough. Foreign customs, better late than never.
Every culture has its
Cultural
lessons,
respect,
its
sounds good to
traditions,
me.
Its values. It would be cruel to see them perish. You may treat
War slaves, why not?
but they are still human beings.
And mercenary armies for the food, children's rights, plus one researcher slot, sure. We'll educate the kids.
You have built a first airport.
And we built the first airport. Our station's still in full swing, apparently. What was that just appeared there? I think there was a conflict.
And a dozen super tankers worth of coffee.
Anti-air surveillance? Jeepers. We are getting advanced. Okay, let's finish off the thermonuke in absurd condos. Get it a consumer airport as well. And maybe just future-proof it a bit more. Although it does have ample latitude. It has ample jobs. So it should be okay. Watch the Twitchers for me. This is a continuation of yesterday's game, Naderade. Yeah, continuation of yesterday's game. We just carried on straight through. Nessie. Thank you, Nessie. Hey, that's cool. Shorty predicted no. A safe bet. Yes. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, Nessie. And you subscribed and I still missed it. How rude. Yes, this is the exact same mod as yesterday. Just for clarity. And all the details are in the description on the YouTube video if you missed it yesterday. If not, or if you can't access the description, it's really easy. The mod is actually built into the game. You can go through the main menu, the community menu, mods, and download this mod. And then if you'd like to play this map, it's on the mod.io website. Again, link below. Wanting to believe... Ooh. And Zara. Thank you also for subscribing on Twitch. Hey, this is so cool. And following along as well. Thanks so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. You're awesome. You're awesome. Zar. I assumed the other 4 was also an A, but it may not have been, so I'll just stick with Zar, I think. Okay, so... Basically, some unknown lights have appeared in Paris, and we're kind of like, aliens? Could be proof that we're not alone. Could be. How, if at all, do we wish to respond to these alleged unexplained flying objects? We can fleece. This is an opportunity to profit above all else. We must open up a raft of UFO-themed visitor centers. We can mollify. A public statement will reassure the public that this is all nonsense, while leaving the tinfoil behatted free to believe whatever they want. Or we could probe it. Construct a secret facility. Whether this phenomenon is natural or technological, we must study it. And ultimately, exploit it. Science investing on Paris for 10 turns. Yes. Let's probe into this further. How could you not? How could you resist? Is anybody out there in chat choosing anything other than that? I'd be really interested to know. Like, am I just stupid for just diving straight in? Or surely the curiosity just gets the better of you though, right? Because, I mean, seriously. How could you not? It was the only one that had another chance of probing another event as well. According to the text, I'm pretty sure. Ah, jeez. What do we got here? A luxury not connected. Okay, let's just go Super City. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Save up my gold in case we need to produce an army. I think we should try and either have a standing army or enough gold that we can quickly muster something up. At the moment, we could probably buy a nuke, I guess. At first, the facility investigating alien craft confirms only that most sightings were nothing more than drunken error, wild rumor, or attention-seeking, yet soon comes the day when its personnel become particularly exercised by an unusual piece of debris recovered from the wilderness beyond Paris. While it is without doubt made from an earthly substance, the manner of its construction is entirely unfamiliar to them. Some propose that it could well be of extraterrestrial origin, while cooler heads argue that it suggests espionage by a foreign power. It'll be the Mexicans. In either case, there is no corroborating evidence. How best to respond? So we could accuse a rival powers clearly interfering in our affairs, or we could share, reveal the find to leaders the world over. Let's do it. Let's be like, hey, we found this thing. What do you think? We're going to share it with the world. Exercise also means to worry or perplex. Yeah, it does. I know. I wasn't puzzled because I didn't know what it was trying to say. I was puzzled because why? Why? Like, how? Somebody got out their thesaurus and they were like, okay, we need to find a really, really obscure word. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. There we go. If you didn't know that, now you do. Okay, so, firstly, look at you Twitch viewers go. There are now half as many people watching on Twitch as YouTube. That is unusual, especially when we haven't been raided. If we're raided, of course, it's different, but that is unusual. So welcome in, everybody, on Twitch. It's great to see you. Still around 50 viewers on YouTube as well, going strong. Always chase the narrative event. I totally agree with you, Naderade. Imagine if choosing that triggers an alien visit. It'd be so cool. It would be so cool. Okay. Let's get all this infrastructure ready. Again, just to have the best cities I possibly can. And then I might queue up another nuke in absurd condos. We may want a little bit of a standing army, just in case something happens. But for the time being, I think we'll just stick with this plan. Oh, damn it, I built one of those. I spent $20,000. One of those stupid research things. Stupid research things. Our stability has been fantastic the whole game, which is just awesome. We could use our agrarian ability to steal population from other cities. It's always kind of funny. But the city is... Don't build that. The city is quite full. Wanting to believe 3. Further, an extensive study of the mysterious debris reveals no concrete explanation as to its origin or purpose, or to who or what created it. The eventual scientific consensus, however, is that there is nothing whatsoever to prove it is not of human origin. There are those, however, who point out that the absence of proof is not itself proof that the galaxy is absent of other life. While we may not have found our answer this time, we should not close our minds to the possibility that humankind is not alone. Well, that's disappointing. I know. I'm just gonna build some tanks in Paris. Just because I can. We're actually starting to just flat out run out of things to do here. Which is kind of funny. Upgrade those units. I thought I was building tanks in Paris, but I must have been on another city, so that's funny. Here they are. Lyon, our most militarized city of all time. Why is there such a large army here, they'll wonder. Let's rebase it up to absurd condos. In fact, I'd quite like to just absorb these, so maybe we save up for that. Also, actually, seeing as our cities aren't doing a lot, let's quickly just nab this wonder. Because... I mean, if some of them are left sort of twiddling their thumbs while we wait to see if we get invaded by aliens, we might as well.
Collecting 12 expansionist stars by collecting territories?
Benefits typically outweigh the risks. Yeah, so true. So true. What is this? Ah, it's fine. Look at how tanks go. Brrr, just smashed through Topkapi Palace. Those absurd condos just got wrecked. Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll station that there. That is a really nice standing army. Like, you gotta feel good about that. And actually, you know, to be fair, we should probably do the same here. Couple of big old tanks, right? Boom, boom. Just a couple of defensive tanks here in the cap, just in case. Double promoted, 72 combat strength. Pretty good. I feel good about that. What would be an interesting addition to a later era would be some sort of, would be another, like, sort of physical military district in the same way that airfields can be built. It would be cool to have some sort of improvement on the garrison, you know, like a garrison with anti-air guns on it or something, I guess. I don't know. Because the garrison doesn't change throughout the entire game, which is a bit odd. Okay, let's get old Redondo built. And you know what, let's do it in the capital, because we haven't really built anything here for ages. Slam that down there. And then anybody who's free will just go, boom, like that. Start to work away on it. We are 60 turns from the end of the game. I wonder if pollution will get bad before then. In 45 turns, we'll reach A level. And the Australians are in the game, so we know what that means. Maybe garrisons could just become a tourist attraction. Yeah, it would be cool, actually, wouldn't it, if you could diversify them maybe down different branches. Take a cultural route, or further fortify them. Because, of course, there are many countries in the world that have better fortifications than a garrison from 2,000 years ago. So maybe you could take sort of a branching path with them, right? It could become cultural features, or more fortified garrisons, or other things too, I guess. Mass communication. As a religious leader, I've always been revered and worshipped by my people. But modern comms have expanded my audience. Right, so I need to get on the TikToks. Basically, me, as leader of the church, should I make the TikToks? Yeah, let's do it. Let's embrace it.
You have reached the end of an archaeology axis. Of
It's
all
done.
the epithets other empires may
I've done
use
it.
for you,
I hope you're proud. Loads of good infrastructures here that can keep these cities busy while we wait for our pending doom? Question mark? Get Cristo Redondo online too. We got 400,000 gold nearly, 86,000 influence, which will hopefully help us merge. Where was that little city? This one, Lyon. 134k. Why? Because actually this one needs more infrastructure. Huh. Probably cancel that nuke. Just sort of splash a bit of cash. Yeah, look, that's reducing that cost. Look at it go down. Now I can afford it. Boom. And we'll build everything else while we're there. Amazing. Absurd condos now grown even larger still. But if it wants to keep growing, it's going to need food. So I might just give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 food districts. Blah, 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 blah. Just spam a whole load of them out.
removes any
It's still really
confusion
starving.
about the importance of faith in everyday life.
Full food. Still starving. But that's okay. I'm sure they'll get the hang of it. We'll give them a feast. That'll excite them. And queue up like 7 more. There we go. If that doesn't solve it, then unfortunately they'll just have to sort of starve for the rest of the game. It is what it is. For the rest of all eternity. So where are these aliens? That takes up so much food. I'm unsure what the exact calculation is, but it's to do with the redistribution of population. And the scaling costs of the districts, maybe, as well? Honestly. Beyond my pay grade. Let's... Growing movement for wind farms? Sure. You can farm the wind. Surely we have an upgrade for a howitzer. Although, actually, it is only 1575. Wow. We were really overachieved this game. And I'm just waiting to hit go on my nukes as well. Plus 2% money per oil? That sounds like a good thing for us to have. We have 25 oil.
Rigorous application of the scientific method. Come up with a theory, then try to poke holes in it.
Get all of those online. Can't believe the Zulu haven't turned this into a city. Ah, jeez. If we were playing an expansionist, we would have taken that a long time ago. But it's not really worth going to war over, you know? It just doesn't really seem worthwhile. Hey, Jumbo, I love your videos. First time joining in live. Greetings from Austria. Oh, hey! Wicked! And sorry being in and out, but enjoy the rest of the mod. All good, Hoff. Yeah, so far so good. Hoping it's got more to show me. Hoping. Am I reading that right? Are the Mycenaeans still in the game as the Mycenaeans? Yeah.
We welcome this opportunity.
Mycenaeans are still the Mycenaeans. Stubborn. They keep their first culture for the whole game. It's this bias that's causing that, I believe. Very odd. I know.
Friend, you are a warming presence in a cold world.
Very odd. But it is. These strengths and biases are actually really worth looking out for. It's really easy to ignore them because they're sort of shunned, and you may not often look at the leader menu as well. But definitely worth looking into, particularly for the AI, because it will follow these to a T. For example, stubborn. They keep their first culture for the whole game. Yeah, they do. Mycenaeans in the industrial era, and you beat your backside. They'll stay as the Mycenaeans the whole way through. And it turns out to really often be a bit of a nerf. They don't seem to be doing too bad this time, but in general, it's hard to get by like that. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye out for that sort of thing. You can take advantage of it. Just go for the neural implants. Yeah, let's go for the neural implants. It's probably the best increase to our yields, just because it's so powerful. This just looks like a basic event. We'll just treat the issue. Help the farmers of absurd condos, where there's now 104 people. And by splashing some cash at some more farmers' districts, I can ensure that the city doesn't starve. Money, everybody. Money. Holy moly, that oil upgrade as well, by the way. That makes us really wealthy. District requirements, 2 out of 3 market... Oh, interesting. So you need 3 market quarters in the city. Huh. Fascinating. That's quite cool. I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Kind of fiddly, potentially fiddly and annoying for some, but I think that's quite cool. So there are no wonders left to claim. So we've done that. We have now only 48 turns left of the game. They're fairly quick pass-throughs. I'm hoping to get an update on my space station soon. Hey, Jessica. When choosing this game over others, do you think about viewership or a matter baby? I love content so much. When choosing this game over others, do you think about viewership or a matter baby? I'm assuming a matter baby, maybe a typo. Yeah, Jessica, that's a really interesting question because yes and no. I choose to have less viewers and play this game, essentially. It should be no secret to anybody looking across the internet at numbers and data that while Humankind is a great game and a popular game and an enjoyable game, it is covered nowhere near and nowhere near as popular as, say, Civilization 6 or even some other big strategy titles, right? It is not... it has not fully cracked into the mainstream, and it may not ever. And that's something that I think about all the time. I realize I'm pinning myself to a small niche. I really enjoy Humankind, so I will continue to play it. But yeah, your point is absolutely right. There are definitely larger audiences, and I know that we could achieve greater exposure if we reached out to larger audiences, basically. It's an interesting one. A very interesting one to think about. But I do very much enjoy Humankind. So while it may wax or wane if new games come out or I become more interested in others, I doubt that it would go away. Or at least not for a very, very long time. Because I do think it's a very good game. And I genuinely do think it deserves more attention. Not only because I cover it quite heavily, I think it's underrated. I do. Wait, hold on. Endgame? Where's my aliens?
First among equals, peerless among peers.
Did I miss something?
Without inflating your ego too much, it must be said
I got the
you have
achievement,
played the
Close
most
Encounters with the Endless.
history of human-
To Jessica's point, you haven't got bored of Humankind yet. No, I haven't, Naderade. Sometimes I get a little bit fatigued from it if I'm streaming it and making videos about it, you know, like anything. Like, sometimes I do get fatigued from it. But no, I'm certainly not bored of it yet, no. The tech tree was researched. Right, but surely does the alien event not take precedent over the game ending? Because I'm pretty sure that pop-up said... and I can't quote it exactly, but I'm pretty sure it said something like, the only way to win this mod is, when it was referring to the alien event, no? Did I make that up? Maybe I did.
Congratulations. Under your guidance, the thrilling tale of Humankind has been rewritten in your own
Hey, Ulf.
There may be future adventures and deeds, and even grander scope for this grand story.
You've got meteor fall, pandemic virus, and other hard stuff, and a big bug for closure. I think the alien chain ended.
How far will you push
What? There seems to be an issue with the mod. Was it an issue, or was it my... Did I play it wrong? Play for a few more turns to be sure? Yeah, I guess. This is how much we won by. We were playing on Humankind difficulty, and we just destroyed everybody. As you can see. Here it is. Wow. We'll just jump back in and continue, I guess. Finish a game with the official Endless mod activated. Trophy unlocked. Right, so you just get the trophy for finishing a game. I'm guessing because the game is finished, the event won't trigger anymore. Also, some of you are saying in chat that it may just be bugged. And that my game shouldn't have ended. Maybe my game should have ended and the text was misleading as well. Could be another option. There are often some interesting choice of words. Exercise used. Exercise in the text, exercise. So maybe exercise, sometimes exercise. The text exercise may not quite exercise line up exercise with what you would anticipate exercise. Nobody will get that reference now, and I've just made myself look really strange. We're still getting events, but these aren't the ones we want, are they? We should launch some nukes, I guess, as well. Just for fun. Who should we nuke? Just launch a nuke before we wrap up. Because it looks like we missed out on the aliens. My spaceship that I was told was being built. I got 3 pop-up. I had no idea a spaceship was being built. I got 3 pop-ups and then nothing. Do you reckon they just took off without me? Maybe they just took off. If you keep playing the game, you just lose. Your advisors stole your spaceship. Endless. Well, that's disappointing. I was planning to do a little sort of review video, what is this mod kind of thing. Because it is sort of a point of curiosity. I'm not so sure. If it doesn't work as intended. So I wasn't around for long. Gonna go to the gym. Get swole. See you, Naderade. Good luck out there, friend. Science tech still super snowbally. Only if you're playing a science culture and you force it to be snowbally, I would say. Otherwise, no. The nuke scared them away. Yeah. Yeah. Clearly. The nuke scared them away. That must be it. Okay, well, let's just launch one of these puppies. Puppy? The Mycenaeans. Let's just teach them. We'll teach one of these. Actually, Lucy, who refused to trade with me the whole time, let's break our alliance there. Let's declare a surprise war there. And then, out of Baza, pops a nuclear bomb, smashing into San Lorenzo.
Well,
boom.
somebody had to
Just to take out my frustration. If the aliens aren't gonna destroy us, I'll do it instead.
Here is a proposal to
Yeah, you can have open borders.
my liking.
Alright, let's end this world. These were also tweaked in the 1 or 2 most recent patches. Allegedly, all of the bugs and stuff were fixed with them. So, maybe. Woof. Yeah, well that worked really well, so that's good. And that city is gone. They're like, oh my god! We'll just do one more for good measure. Oh wait, hold on. I've got more elsewhere, don't I? Yeah, here we go. We'll declare war on Memphis as... no, I don't want to... surprise war. We'll just declare war on you. Boom. Send that one away. And I believe we had another nuke somewhere else, didn't we? I thought Kilwa had one, but it mustn't. Oh, actually, what we can do is go up here. Go air. That one is locked. That one is refueling. This one is ready. Ah, cool. Oh, yeah, the double whammy. Brilliant. That's a goodie. Army wages.
It's not plunder. It's an early form of performance.
And let's just send us into anarchy and become secular as well. The Empire just broke down into total madness because we spent our entire existence researching aliens who turned out to just not be real. Or not matter. Boom. So now we're, boom, taking out our frustration on the world. Take that, Australia. Anyone else want some? Huh? Paza? Take out Laventa? It's been a pain in my side for a long time. Take it down. And then we'll probably call it a day. Sadly, we were not able to trigger the aliens today. But I would like to say a huge thank you to Zar, Nessie, Olipama, First Medic, for subscribing on Twitch today. Thank you very much. Also, Absurd Chaos for 1,000 bits. We had some wonderful YouTube memberships tick over, and also Devilish, Huck, and I believe Jammers and Scott also contributed between sort of $2 and $8 to $10 in super chats today. Thanks for helping the stream happen. CK3 win. So yeah, thank you for making the stream happen. We weren't able to trigger aliens, but we might try again another time. I'll do a bit of research and reading and see what the deal with that is. And otherwise, there will of course be more streams later this week. Not sure exactly when, but you know, the normal time, normal place. Thanks for your kindness. Thank you for tuning in and being wonderful. And as always, thanks to Alec and Huck, who were both present today and keeping us safe. And to everybody who tuned in throughout. Cornish, yes, I did win. Very comfortably. Naderade, good luck at the gym. Al, Hexodus, Hells, gifting nukes to the world. Yeah, thanks so much. And on Twitch as well. We had nearly record viewers on Twitch. I didn't get the great filter yet. For another one, it was definitely showing infinite for endgame, and no other victory condition would trigger, so maybe a bug for your game. Yeah, or maybe I just need to turn all of the rest of the victory conditions off next time, just to really force it. I did do the suggested one, I think. Maybe I didn't. If not, apologies, but I'm pretty sure I did it as they suggested to set it up. But maybe next time I need to be even more forceful. It's a good idea. You should do a poll on who we should nuke. Oh, Nessie, I so should have. Sorry, I missed that. Oh man, we missed an opportunity for a poll, but there is always next time. Speaking of, thanks very much for joining me. YouTube, I will end the stream here, and Twitch, we might raid somebody just for fun at the end of our stream. So thanks very much, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, now that we've ditched the wonderful